I finally thought I'd show everyone what I always get asked for and show them how to clean the rest of the drawer up. Everyone thinks that I have got some sort of shortcut. Everyone asks me, I always say cut the meat off. I've even been abused because people think I'm talking shit. When in reality, the only way to do it is with a knife. There is no shortcut. I'll move that a bit closer. But first thing, most important, your knives need to be insanely sharp. Like, I'm not talking cut a tomato sharp. I'm talking shave. Like, if you can see that there. Razor sharp. So, and once they are, get started. You just got to take your time. If you're not sure what you're doing, which majority of people that haven't done them won't be, take your time with them. So basically, every little bit of meat on a jaw that moves, look at that, there you go, stingray barb straight away. Got to be really careful then with your bull sharks. They get ya, and they've still got venom in them, and they really hurt. But any bit of meat that moves has to be cut off. There's nothing you can soak them in. You can't do anything to hurry the situation up. It's got to take your time. Put some music on or something. Make sure the kids are entertained, and just go to town. And if you get frustrated with them, put them back in the freezer. Wrap them up in cling wrap, real tight. Put them back in the freezer, and continue another time. But I'm not even sure which one this is. I think this is one that I caught, which I don't normally do mine because I've got so many other people, so I've still got to finish off. But I just grabbed one out of the freezer today. Just look, another stingray barb. I just grabbed any one out of the freezer I could get today just to show you this, to prove to the people that there are no magic potions that we make up to deceive everyone. It's all about sharp knives and knowing where to cut. But I also thought I'd have a chat. I keep getting asked why I reckon there's so many bull sharks around. And so if you listen and watch it this far and actually listen, let me know what you think. But I had a chat to a couple of people who were saying, you know, like everyone goes, oh, it's nature, it's nature. But being humans, we've actually created an unnatural environment for them with all your canals in Queensland, man-made lakes, lagoons, all that crap. We've actually created the perfect environment for these things to breed. So yes, while nature might be important and there's a natural balance that the ecosystem needs, we're actually the ones that have caused an imbalance there. So tell me I'm wrong. You know, there was no canals before we made them. And where are they? They're more predominant in canals than they are anywhere else in the country. So we have actually made this situation a lot worse, and then by people carrying on wanting to protect them even more, like, you're just going to create an absolute monster that can't be kept under control. We've done it with everything. We always stuff up. You think, yeah, there might be the odd animal extinct, which sucks, it's not good, but every time we intervene to try and save something, we stuff it up. Look at the locust, the cane toads, the carp. We think that we're that smart, and all the science is actually the thing, is this more stingray barbs. Science is the thing that's actually led to overpopulation issues, because everyone forgets we are a part of the food chain, and instead of letting us do our thing, because humans hunt, instead of letting us actually be us and do what we do, all this new generation of sooks want to stop everyone doing stuff. So just by stopping humans from hunting and doing what we do, you're interfering with the food chain straight away there anyway. So they got absolutely no idea. We have caused this problem. These things never used to get this big. Obviously they did, but not like they are now in the numbers they are. Once I'm finished, I'll be able to give you a good look at the teeth on them. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, this isn't a monster. I think this might even be the one I caught up Southwest Rocks, land-based, I think. I don't even know. I've got that many of them in there. But I'm not going to soak it or anything. I'd just wrap it back up. I've got a world record maker there. Just got to finish off. I've got like 4 or 5 tigers, a couple of whalers from February last year. A few there from May last year. Been real slack, so got to finish a heap off. The last thing I'm going to be doing to my own jaws, but this is just for video purpose only. Just be careful when you open them because the muscle still works. It won't jam closed on you like it does in videos, but if you open them and you slip or something. I've got done by a tiger right across the wrist there. Surgery and a few stitches. And yeah, you just got to scrape the meat off. You can't, I use a skinner knives, but you have to scrape the meat off. You can't do anything. You can't soak it. You probably gurney it if you're really very, very careful, but you're going to do damage. And once you do damage to the protective layer on the jaw, they crack, split. Sharpened up cutler knives, so don't have to take as long. They crack, split, just constantly breaks. So I don't use anything now except for tools like these. So, but yeah, I keep getting asked how many I've caught this season too. I don't know. Remember with the boys last year, we'd just come out, threw a number out there at the beginning of the season, said, "Oh, we'll try and get 30," and we fell way short last year. But I was working as well. I had to do stuff, and whereas this year we were mucking around and said, "Oh, how about we just make it 10 so it's an easier target?" And I think the boys have been working flat out. I've been lucky enough that this is the full-time gig now. It's just travelling around fishing, getting paid for the content that you're watching. Thank you. But yeah, I think I've caught it's 26 or 27 like this season. I'd like to get it up to 40 by the end of it, but it is coming to a close. We've got what is it? April, May, June. Oh, I still got 2 months. Get there, easy. So you can see that all that there, just it has to come off. Like you can look at it and go, "Oh, it's a pain," but it's got to come off. There is nothing you can do, and it's just a lot of feeling. If the meat will move, get it off. If it won't, scrape it. Like probably should have been more prepared. Spoons are a good one, like just your kitchen spoons. Mrs. loves that because they don't damage the meat. You can sort of get into it. So it's just got to scrape it all off without damaging the cartilage too, because if you sleep with the knife, because they're so sharp, you'll cut straight through it. Yeah, and then all that there, it's like a mucousy slimy membrane. It's all got to come off. All that there, the gum, comes off like that. If you don't get all that off, that's the stuff that goes yellow when you're drying them. That's why you see some of the old ones, because everything was rushed back then. And another stingray barb, and yeah, they're all yellow. But to be fair, we've got a lot better knowledge with them now than what we did then too. Here's one for you that whinge about having hooks in them too. Going, "Oh, they won't eat properly if they got a hook in them." Look, there's a stingray barb there. There's a stingray barb there. I've already pulled out 2 big ones. These, despite what everyone thinks, they're not like a cuddly koala bear that's gonna feel pain, sulk and run and hide. They're a big mean fish that loves killing shit. I don't care what people say, they do not feel pain the way we do. Not a chance. And you know that 'cause you get some up and you'll gaff them. They'll just sit there. Won't carry on, won't move, won't do anything, just sit there. That's not natural. You do that to something else, pig, dog, anything, squeal its head off. And try and get away, these just sit there. But yeah, so as you can see, it's not overly exciting, this bit, which is probably why I don't really post it, because it's pretty repetitive. It's just me cutting little bits of meat off and throwing it on the table. And that's what it'll be for the next 20 minutes. So I won't go right crazy with it, just because you'll get bored and there's not a chance anyone's going to watch this whole thing. Yeah. Just find something to scrape that with. You can use anything blunt. Here, use one of my lead pourers I found. Dirty, but I'll hose it off. Yeah, so you can just scrape any of that meat. Just scrape it off. You can't really damage the cartilage doing it with something like that. I usually use a spoon, but similar thing. Just like that. You just keep going. It wipes it down, runs it down there, then you just cut it off. And you just keep going with that until there's no more meat on it at all. Important bit to get is in the hinges in here, because it goes deep and it yellows, and it's like a even thinner cartilage in there, and they'll end up getting holes right through it. I'll have to go get a spoon after and sort that out, but alright, just like that. Obviously any red meat has to go. It'll be yellow straight away. But yes, I actually had a guy, not the reason I'm doing it, but to prove I don't talk shit, there's a bloke on another page who asked someone a question. They were doing jaws or whatever, they were right, and asked him a question. The guy answered him, which, you know, is fair. And the guy goes, thanks, it's a lot better than that hunter shark jaw piece of shit who wouldn't tell me what chemicals he uses to get rid of the meat and all this sort of crap. And went to town on me, not that I really care. Well, the sound image struggle getting a fish anyway, but that's not the point. But I'm not going to lie and say that you've got to do something that you don't. Like, yeah, I use chemicals to get it white. I don't tell exactly what's in it because I've got a mate that actually makes it for me. It's got A peroxide in it, but he's got other chemicals that help degrease it. They stop it from drying right out so it won't crack. Like, it costs us thousands of dollars to get all this stuff made. You're not just going to go out there and tell everyone what's in, like, your exact chemical, are you? But, you know, people that actually inbox me and are good about it, I tell them, I help them, I give them some, like, I'll sell them some. I couldn't care less. It's the more people doing this, the better. Like, I don't really do jaws much now. I catch my own. I'll do my own, and I buy them off the pros. Like, I've probably got 30 or 40 here in 3 freezers that I need to pull my finger out once I get everyone else's out, and they're all going to be for sale, every one of them. And by the time that happens, it'll be summer again, and I'll be out buying more to do up and sell. Like, the main focus of the business was originally I done jaws for game clubs. That's where I started, and I love doing it. But now I want to get jaws on the walls of everyone that appreciates them that won't get the chance to go out and do it themselves. So, and people go, oh, it's a profit. Of course it's a profit. It's a business. I'm not going to do it for bloody free. You can see how much pain in the ass. Try and do 20 of these in a day like this. It's a pain in the ass. But, you know, it's, yeah, you make money. It's not going to be an absolute, not going to be a millionaire out of it. Like, I might never work again now, but that's because this isn't work to me. It's, you know, I get to go fishing every day, and like, I get paid for every like, comment, share on these videos. I get paid for. So you guys watching this are so important, which is why, you know, I do want to help them get is all some jaws, but obviously it's a bit hard. There's 200,000 people on the page now, and I don't have 200,000 jaws, but you know, like without the support from you guys, I would be digging holes or backplaying concrete. So I appreciate every one of you. The last thing I'm going to do is bloody try and rip everyone off. I'll probably profit, you know, $400 out of one or something, which, you know, that's, you look at the time you put in. That's not including any sort of hourly rate. I wouldn't even bother working that out. But yeah, if there are any pros out there with an RFR that can sell them to me so I can on-sell them legally, because the fisheries watch me like a hawk, which is fair. It's laws are laws. Hit me up. I don't care how many you get, I'll buy them. I travel between here and Queensland all summer. I go up there, fish for a few days and pick up some jaws before I come home. You can see the idea there, so I'm not going to go too pedantic on it because I'm sure most of you have already dropped off because it is pretty boring. Oh, better get that bit. But I will keep going once I get off camera, and every single bit of that will be gone. There'll be no red there. There'll be, you know, no soft bits of meat hanging down like that, like no membrane. What I will do now, which I left inside, I'll run up and I'll just edit it and grab a Stanley knife and I'll show you how to do the gums at the back. So, got it. So yeah, the gums at the back. You got all that, has to come out. You've got to find where to cut. There's like a fine line. I think I got it there. Where you cut. And then you run it through it. It's not easy. You'll never get it right the first 50 times, guarantee it. Run it through at an angle, and then you can peel that. You can use pliers if you want. I like using my hand so I can feel it, but peel that meat out, and just each row of teeth has got they've got like a little nodule in there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. And once you pop that, just there, they come out like that. This is a bit where I always get myself, because I'll slip, and because they've never been exposed, they're probably the sharpest natural thing on the planet. Yeah, once you get through all that, you do the other side. The top's easier than the bottom. Bottom's always a pain in the ass. Do one of these on a Mako and let me know how you feel after it. Hardest thing to do. It's the gums on a Mako. So you just got to find that soft bit, which is there, no, lower, no, there. And run your knife through there. Like that, got it. And like I said, you can watch this video 1,000 times and try it, you won't get it for a while. It is. And I'm not being cocky, I'm being serious. It is the hardest thing to do ever, is to get the gums out of sharks. Ask anyone that doesn't, so probably the reason a lot of people don't do them actually. Swap this blade over because you're cutting and you're running along teeth. So basically I'll do a side and then swap the blade out, so you know, you rip through Stanley blades like there's no tomorrow, but I couldn't care less because that beats sitting here trying to dig them out with a blunt knife for the next 40 minutes. Interested to see what people think about this that have actually done them before, because every single person I talk to, it's always, how do you get the gums? How do you get behind the teeth? Because it smells. If you don't get it, it reeks. Because they've got like little pothole bits in there. That's why them little divots you got to get in the exact spot, and when they pop out, like you see, when you can pop them, it actually gets like that, gets all the mucus out of the hole as well. So get rid of the smell. But trial and error. Plenty of error. Before I got paid for any of this, or done it for other people, I've done my own for probably 4 or 5 years. And I think I got lucky. My first, I think 3 tiger sharks. First year I caught rode 400 kilo. And I destroyed them all. I've never done jaws. I thought I'd be able to do them. And then I got a 625 kilo world record, and I wasn't going to destroy them. So I paid Simon in Sydney. He done an awesome job. Obviously shark jaws aren't cheap. And after that I thought, I love this game, I'm not going to stop. But I can't afford to pay for every set I get. So I spoke to Simon, actually helped me out a lot. Probably regrets it. Still told him all the time. But he helped me out a lot, and now, you know, it's what I do. I think we're the only 2 that actively do it full on in Australia now. Or, you know, that do it like this. But I just sort of went away from it, and that's why I'm doing more of the fishing side now too, so I can show people. I want people to do it. I want as many of these things to get caught as possible, and I still do the jaws for the random public. I'm just not sponsoring things and doing them for clubs and stuff now. You know, people can do them themselves then, guys, so I'll just do them for everyone else. But have a look. So, slippery ass. I do the whole top row in one bit, as you can see there. And now what I'll do is get the knife in under it, dig that bit out, and then hopefully I can just sort of pop it with a knife. Yep, it's good when it works. It goes to plan on camera. Doesn't that nothing? Just like that. And it goes right into that first half like that. And then, don't think I got that bit properly. I will. So that's where you can slip and run your hands in there too. That's not a good result. That's the missus' home job. Stitch me up when I do them ones, across the knuckles. Once again, you just got to get the right line, and then the rest is perfect. And once I do this, that'll do, and I'll pick up the camera and give you a look at the teeth and everything. Pop that out. 4 inches to work with. Used to that. Go. And there's one more bit. I'm sure there'll be plenty of Americans about to wake up that tell me how good they are at it and that ants do it quicker. Mate, if you can find me an ant that'll do this in 20 minutes, mate, I'm all for it. I'll remortgage the house to buy these ants. There you go. So, just wipe my hands. You can see. Perfect. All the teeth. And same on the top row. Doesn't get much better than that. Well, you know, once I get off the camera, I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'll scrape all the rest of that meat off, but you get the idea. See, there is no shortcut. That is how it's done. Cheers.